So today we will be taking you through the simple anatomy of the heart and the path the blood takes throughout this organ. The heart is a dual pump that consists of 4 chambers divided in half. The 2 upper chambers are the right and left atria, and the 2 lower chambers are the right and left ventricles. The myocardium is thicker on the left side of the heart because the left ventricle serves the systemic circulation. The left ventricle pumps blood to the entire body at a higher pressure against more resistance for a longer distance. The pulmonary artery serves the pulmonary circulation to the lungs, and the aorta takes blood from the heart to the rest of the body. The SA node is the pacemaker of the heart, located in the right atrium. The AV node lies below the SA node with the right atrium and contributes to spreading the action potential across the heart. The pulmonary veins carry blood from the lungs to the heart, and the superior vena cava and the inferior vena cava return blood from the body to the heart.
Next, let's talk about the many valves of the heart. The pulmonary semilunar valve takes blood from the right ventricle to the pulmonary artery and lungs. The aortic semilunar valve takes blood from the left ventricle to the aorta and the body. The tricuspid valve is the right atrioventricular valve, and it's located between the right atrium and the right ventricle. The bicuspid valve is the left AV valve, and this connects the left atrium and ventricle. To help with the AV valves open and closing, papillary muscles and chordae tendineae assist with the ventricular contraction to prevent backflow of blood.
Now that we know the heart anatomy, let's discuss the blood flow through the heart. In this diagram, blue represents deoxygenated blood and red represents oxygenated blood. Deoxygenated blood enters through the right atrium via the superior and inferior vena cava. Blood travels through the tricuspid valve into the right ventricle. Blood leaves the right ventricle via the semilunar valve, traveling in the right and left pulmonary arteries, ending up in the lungs. In the lungs, gas exchange occurs, and the oxygenated blood returns to the heart via the right and left pulmonary veins. Blood goes to the left atrium and through the bicuspid valve, filling the left ventricle. Next, blood leaves the left ventricle through the aortic semilunar valve to the aorta and rest of the body.
Thanks for following along with us on our journey through the heart. It's important to understand the anatomy and blood flow, as this mechanism is consistently occurring throughout the heart, roughly 60 times per minute. This organ serves many vital purposes, and this is just the tip of a very complex iceberg that keeps each of us alive.